Well, how's everybody feeling since we went through I want to say it was a huge timeline shift for myself yesterday, but how is everybody feeling after going through our second solar eclipse, still in retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and also as well as the new moon in Aries. And again, the cardinal signs closed out a ginormous, huge, massive 2 cycles, a 15-year cycle as well as a 2-year karmic cycle. How is everybody feeling after that? I woke up yesterday morning at 3:30 and was up lying in bed all morning, and then I woke up today at 4:30 in the morning. So I think we had more surges going on, but I'm just so excited and relieved because I just feel like there's a buzz in the air, and I feel like we are going to continually keep seeing things in the skies that are going to make it to get to the point where people understand that we are not alone in this universe, and that God has a higher plan for us all and this planet. And you know, Jesus came down to do most of the work, but not all of the work. The work's going to be done internally, and Christ is going to be activated within for the people that are doing the work, the shadow work, looking at your triggers, looking at what is something I need to work on to make myself a better person. What is something that you feel bad about in your life? That is what you need to tackle. And you need to learn to really, truly, truly forgive yourself and forgive anyone that has put you in a way that you might feel that you are victimized in the situation, but in reality, it was a lesson meant for you to learn and grow from. So forgiving that, accepting that everybody is exactly where they need to be, and stop trying to change anybody to be anyone but themselves. So, you know, we're all on different paths, and that's the problem, is there's not one path. Like I said, the cardinal signs are closing out. So if you have Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, or Libra in any of your top 3, your sun, your moon, your rising, or if you have a ton of it in your chart. I personally am a Cancer moon and rising, and then I have 2 placements of Aries in my chart. So I really feel like I've been through it over these last 17 years, where other people, maybe they weren't a cardinal sign and this wasn't that big of a struggle since 2008 for them. So again, we're all in different parts and paths of our journey. Maybe somebody was a really people-pleasing person in a previous life, and God wanted them to see duality of the situation. So maybe in this lifetime, they're playing a role where they're not that great of a person. So understanding that is where they're meant to be, and that is exactly who they're meant to be. And just accepting that everybody is doing exactly what they're meant to be doing, and stop trying to change everybody. Work internally and worry about yourself. And anytime you find yourself drifting off and being concerned with anybody else, understand that you are going to a lower vibrational frequency when you do so. And just acknowledge it, accept it, and wish it well. That's one of the hardest things, for anybody on this planet to do. As people start to work on themselves, they start to look at what other people aren't doing. But I can tell you this much, I'm somebody who has been through hell and back in their life. And I don't always express that, but I've definitely been through hell and back in my life over a course of 20 years. And I am at a point where I've risen above all that, and I've accepted that every single person that has really, been somebody who has been difficult with me in my life really just did it to have me, first of all, wake up and start my spiritual awakening path. If those people wouldn't have done what they did, I would have never got to the point where I woke up. You know, they were trying to wake me up for years, which is why I had so many problems coming in and out. So really just thanking those people that they got you to where you needed to get. And then I really took the lessons and the wisdom from all the problems that I had. It took many years for me to do this, but I really understand now that those people truly loved me and they truly were just trying to help. And more than likely, before we came into this lifetime, decided that they were going to do this for me so that they were going to help me to evolve to where I need to get. So I hope some of this helps. Might not all resonate with you, but that's okay. Take what you need. And I love you and have a blessed day.